that, we are live. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Yes, this is take two. I crashed out this morning, a Realtek, and the sound driver didn't like something on my system. It seems to be a reoccurring thing. It's the third time that's happened to me. I checked for an updated driver, couldn't find one, gave up, and now we're just going to try our best to see what happens. Alright, so yes, this is take two. We're going to do the same flight again. This time we are flying on Iveo and not on FS Cloud, so we're hoping that that would also give us some benefit of some sorts. Hello Bruno, welcome. Iveo has just launched their brand new client that's got the integrated voice, so no more TeamSpeak 2. Hallelujah. We've waited many years for that to happen. Thank you to Denton and the crowd there. You guys made me proud today. I'm gonna probably enjoy flying Iveo a lot more. Thank you for all the work you guys put in there. So apparently this also now has the same effect as VATSIM and POSCON and all these others. Apparently, and I'm speaking under correction unless they changed it in the last 2 days, we cannot use voice on Unicom yet. That is part of a future development, but at least we don't need TeamSpeak 2 anymore, which is an amazing feat. I mean, anybody who's aware of Iveo and having been bound to TeamSpeak 2 will know what the issue is there. So, Mr. Zambo, welcome. I'm sorry about the crash out this morning, but then again, yeah, not something I could have caused or prevented. It's just a Realtek issue. We're going to, there we go. We're going to just enjoy the flight best we can. I'm using the very same version that you guys are using now. This is not a beta test version of the Zibo. So this is the released version 9, and let me take a screenshot there while my friend is there. Alright, I have no idea who is Ryanair 192, but I have spoken to quite a few people, and this is what's confusing me, that wanted to fly on Iveo with me. So if you could just give me a hint of who you are, that will, I don't have to say it loud on air. I just need to know who's flying with me, just because I'm curious. Steve, no. I tried to set the PTT up on my Alpha yoke. I will drop Denton a message quickly while we fly and ask him if they can please sort that out, because now I'm using the right hand control button currently, which gives me my transmit. Let's get it onto the screen here. I'll show you guys, for the guys that are not sure what it looks like. So this is the new Iveo client. It's looked like this for a fair amount of time now. If you were on the beta test side of things, this is the new altitude client, and if I press my control button, it obviously transmits. Alright, so I like the new way of how they do things, and I can see myself really enjoying myself on Iveo. But if you go to settings and you click push to talk key, I can press my joystick button as many times as I want. It just doesn't recognize it, which is a bummer, because that's really a big problem. I don't want to stretch to touch a keyboard unnecessarily. So, but that's about the only negative thing I can say. Yeah, at least it's one step closer to where we want it to be. Alright, so for the guys that are not familiar with the flight, let's quickly enlarge STKP and go to Navigraph. It's going to be the best. Alright, so we are currently located here at the left hand side, and we're going to fly all the way down to Cologne in Germany. Core, yes sir, it's a very nice improvement. I had fun testing it. In total I think I did like 24 flights just testing those slides, 17 in the morning, and the rest we did on stream last night. So it was great fun doing it, and I think I've spoken to so many real world pilots who are grateful that we've done that Zibo's implemented that it really makes it worthwhile, man. It was fun. It's one of the the more significant updates that Zibo has done, and specifically because it's aimed at real world pilots using the Zibo mod for their practice before they go to get certified on the real sim. So it's got a lot of value that one doesn't always think of initially. So yeah, we had fun. All right, okay, thank you. That is my cousin, a real world, genuine blood cousin that's there. I won't use his name unless he tells me to. I don't understand why you keep on disconnecting, or whether we might have a connection problem or something. But anyway, yeah, that's nice. So we've got the real family flying together. That's awesome. Yeah, we haven't flown together in a while, eh? So, okay, without wasting any more time, let's get into this whole planning situation.
Mika,
Yes.
can you let me know when you're starting your smart cars?
It will be in the next 2 minutes, Uncle John. I'm gonna definitely tell you, I promise. Yeah, let me quickly show you guys, Steve, on your question there. Just want to go into that flight plan quickly. I'll show you guys. So what happens is, no, now I've closed SDKP. So in SDKP, if you click on flight controls at the top, you can pre-file on VATSIM, IVAO, POSCON, Pilot Edge. If you now obviously click on IVAO, you are going to get to this page. All right, and as you can see, it pre-filed everything for me. The only thing that I changed was just the time, because I'm just guessing what time we're going to take off. Everything is exactly as it should be. I was privileged enough to get, I'm not going to say the carrier name, but somebody in the Zibo team gave me his carrier's actual codes for all the relevant equipment and stuff. So I'm flying real proper codes, and then you obviously just click, you save your flight plan. And once you saved it, that's what it looks like. You then go to your client, and obviously you go online, it will then detect your flight plan there for you, and there you go. It's easy as that. This is so much easier than IVAP. It's to die for. It's wonderful improvement. Right, let's get back to SDKP and our values. $17.1. And we've got how much fuel? 6.4. 6.4. Let's call the truck. And I'm going to start that one. Let's get rid of that one. Oh yes, ground services while we are here. Let's get that GPU connected to the pre-planning.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Alright, let's start setting up. Right, Uncle John, I'm going to start my client. Can you hear me?
Thank you, sir.
Alright, okay, started. So the VA client, which is that one, is now counting down. We need to be on the ground for 20 minutes, guys. If you ever wondered, and if you haven't seen me explain it, that's the reason. They need us to be on the ground prepping for 20 minutes to get some extra brownie points. So that's what we do when we sit here and twiddle our thumbs. Stephen Alberts, good day, welcome. Good day, mate. Always wanted to say that. Can't get more Aussie than that, eh? Right, all of that's running. Let me just increase my volume so I can hear what's spotting in the background.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, hello, how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. And yourself?
Also good, Christer, thank you.
Yeah.
Playing with my
Mr.
new
Mac.
toy. Sorry.
Ah, I see. Yes, I see. Mr. Mac.
Good day, sir.
Good day, good day. It seems we are neighbors.
Yes.
Would you like to go first or second?
Just hang around. I'll bring up the rear. You get on.
Yeah, I'm almost ready. I only have to start my APU. I'll go first then.
Yeah, I'm being otherwise distracted as well as.
Thank you, sir.
Right, and now they are completely in balance. I've seen it a few times now. Some brief changes their rounding formula. I don't know why they keep on fiddling with it. Because it sure is definitely not us on this side. We don't fiddle with those values. And then every time this thing goes out, so you've got to add or subtract 10 kilograms there. Makes it difficult to keep the Zibo install guide updated. But anyway, anybody who watches my streams will pick up on it quite fast. 66.6, that's fine. Yeah, so good enough. 330, we can step time if we see there is enough time, otherwise we just enjoy it. 253 and 50 and 3. Okay, I actually want to climb fast, but we'll do that kind of takeoff. Right, so derated 2, fast climb. Then what we're going to do is use kickback as well, just for the fun of it. Right, let's go set that right. Right, so we're going to cut back to 82.9 in 1. That's very slow. See, Mac, that's what I was referring to yesterday. don't want to get into that whole discussion, but I mean at 82N1 you're going to really be very slow and easily intercept that waypoint. The problem is once you go past 3000 everything comes back, you know, all the thrust and speed, and then I'll go test the takeoff again there one day. Turned the knob without even realizing we were correct already. Okay, well I can't do anything until the IRS isn't aligned. 2 minutes.
Trim up.
Uncle John and Mac and Christer, I presume you guys are on FS Cloud, right?
Affirmative.
Okay.
I'm on stand 16,
Okay.
and I have Mr. Mac as my neighbor.
Okay.
I'm still at stand 1, Nico.
Okay.
I'm still playing with the flight plan. Have
Alright.
you got a climb in your route, Nico?
A what, Mac? You broke up?
You got a step climb in your route?
Negative. No, I didn't.
A restriction till big.
Look, on paper I don't have. I'll go check now. As far as I know, at big the restriction is something like 220 or something that you have to be. So we'll check.
230.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
that's what I'm on about.
Mm.
I'm trying to program it in, but you've got to put it in as a cruise limit, and then up your cruise limit. It doesn't want to play ball otherwise.
Well, do what you need to do. Right, I'm on 10 minutes, so just under or just over 9 minutes remaining. At about 13 minutes, we'll set this woman to start doing her story.
I'm on 30 minutes. I have to be going within 10 minutes.
Okay.
Electrical power up procedure.
And she's checking all my handiwork.
Okay, gentlemen, is it okay for me to push and start?
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, I'll do a push and start and a taxi.
Okay. So we're waiting for the APU now.
Electrical power up procedure completed.
Preliminary cockpit preparation. Preliminary cockpit preparation. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Let's see. Let's get that. Oh yeah, I see. Preliminary pre-flight procedure. There we go. Helps if you use the right words.
Preliminary pre-flight procedure. Park brake set. Preliminary pre-flight procedure completed.
Pre-flight procedure.
Pre-flight procedure.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get you on your way momentarily. Want to thank you so much for your company and So is driving up. sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Please check that the flight level is set correctly.
Perfect.
Please check that the landing altitude is set correctly.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Yes, Linda is pretty good.
Do you enjoy her?
Yeah, she helps me. Not all quite correct, but almost
Yes.
everything is correct.
I'm still working on the script. Hopefully we can twist their arms to actually make it better.
I really hope so.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
So
Climb.
connected
Climb
and bypass
now.
pin inserted.
Climb. Climb.
Release
Pre-flight
brake.
procedure
Climb.
completed.
Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb.
Pre-flight
Climb.
checklist.
Clear of conflict. Descend. Descend.
Pre-flight checklist.
Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend.
Voice
Crossing.
recorder.
Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now.
Set on.
Increase climb. Increase climb.
Oxygen.
Increase descent. Increase
Tested
descent.
100%.
Maintain vertical speed.
Tested
Maintain
100%.
Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain.
Navigation and
Monitor
display
vertical
switches.
Speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Normal. Auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross check
Checked.
and all call. Thank you.
Heading 267. Altitude 614. Altimeter 1023. Parking brake.
Hey Sergeant. Set.
Engine start levers. New rate set to 60.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Engine start procedure.
Engine start procedure.
Actually, you know what?
All
Hang
commands
tight.
and checklists aborted.
Hang tight. That's not the right one. We need to do before start procedure. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure completed.
I'm at holding point A2, Alpha 2.
Right, so I've started my clock for the flight. I'm going to push back now, gents.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Engine start procedure. What? That's it wrong. Engine start procedure. There we go.
Engine start procedure. Waiting for the command to start sequence.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, that's on.
N 2.
Yes, sir.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set parking brake. Oh, I lost my
Park
voice
brake
there.
set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starter cutout.
Uncle John, can I take off?
Yes, sir, go.
Thank you, sir.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Taking off. Starting clock.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
25 N2.
Well, Andre, I'm on it. I haven't spoken to any ATC yet, and I don't have any errors. It's complaining that my frame rate goes below 20, which is part of the weather load, I think, that happened there. So, we'll hold thumbs. We'll hopefully be okay.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete at.
Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Airborne passing 2,500.
Good stuff.
Before taxi procedure complete at.
Okay, then before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat. On. Anti-ice. Flaps 5 set. Wing anti-ice off. Engine anti-ice off. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff. Engine start levers.
Idle detent. Thank you, Bruno.
Flight control.
Rolling.
Checked. Okay, Uncle John, enjoy. Checked.
Flight controls is not checked.
Yeah, you're a liar, but anyway.
Before taxi checklist is not complete at.
Still have to figure out why she always says that. Doesn't matter what I do, she just always says that, so not gonna bother too much with that. So our next procedure will be before takeoff procedure.
Just
Right.
lost my,
Sorry, say again?
I just lost my cruise altitude in the FMC.
Yeah, that seems to be a bug. Unfortunately, we'll let Zibo sort it out for us. Yeah, guys, just keep a look out. The cruise level seems to disappear for some people.
Yeah, but it's easy to fix.
It is.
I go into the cruise page on the FMC and put it in again, so it's easy to fix.
Taxi lights on.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Hey Roel. Welkom.
I just downloaded iFower Voice and had to look at Stansted at departing planes. You have undercarriages and the flaps look okay also. It's,
Okay. Yeah, the new CSLs are way better. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Have I missed something? Are there some new CSLs?
For Iveo, yes.
Ah, for Avio. Okay, thank you.
Hey Albapina.
Before
I'm
takeoff
jealous.
procedure completed.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5 set.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Stabilizer trim. 5-7 units set. Transponder. TARA set. Before takeoff checklist completed. Stabilized.
Approaching 27. On runway 27.
Takeoff thrust set. Knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Gear up. There we go.
Gear up. Runway turn off, lights off.
Oh. 132. Now we're going to hear the voice. 132. 605. Center, good day. Ryanair 1591 passing flight level. I beg your pardon, altitude 2000.
1591, under control, squawk 2444.
Flaps upset.
Squawk 2444. Squawking 2444.
1591, thank you, identified. Climb flight levels 290.
Climbing flight level 290, 1591.
Good, 987 Echo, contact Heathrow Tower, frequency 118.705.
This is loud, but
18705, ambulance 87 Echo, thanks for the service.
Approaching transition.
Yeah, Andre, it's
Southern to
like
level off.
mind-blowing. But it's loud. And it's loud. There's no volume control that I can see, and I have to have it loud so I can hear me trying speaking.
Transition altitude. Approaching transition. Transition level.
Alright, we don't have to adhere to this. We were told to climb, so let's push our button. Ooh, that's a good question.
The volume control is in the IUA.
Transition altitude.
That's even more brilliant, man. Yeah, it's in the radio panel. We'll hear just now.
105 to Alpha November, radar service terminated, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
No, that's still loud. Not sure if that's gonna change it. Let's quickly see if we go there. Radio is low. Rule.
Yes.
I've set the volume down on the radio panel, and also I've checked my actual explain settings. Let's hear what it sounds like now. Just wanted you to be aware of what I've done. That oak wasn't online when I did my planning. What a surprise to get ATC here. That's awesome. Really, really awesome. I'm so glad. Christer, what volume control? Are you talking about the radio panel here? Because there, look, I mean, I've set it lower. Unless I need to bring it even more down lower. Let's just set that one as well. Maybe it's coming through on the other side, which it shouldn't, but...
Just a thought, Nico,
Yeah?
is there any options in the plugin list if you look against the client?
No. Yeah, got it, Christer. Center Ryanair 1591, radio check.
105.1, Realty 5.
Thank you, sir. 5. Well, it sounds a little bit better, but I'm not convinced, sorry. Not convinced it's working. Ah, I found it. Look. There it is. Volume. There you go. Hello, Bitrip.
Exactly.
Sorry, Rule, I am blonde.
Keep up.
Yeah, I'm trying. Andre, we are talking about it seriously.
November 930 Alpha, this land 27, the surface wind 260 degrees, 8 knots. So land 27,
Yeah, it works. This one works. Don't want it too soft.
Nico,
Yes.
have you by any chance sent your beta report in yet about Linda?
No, because they skipped me, remember? We were still working on it, and the next moment they released it. So I'm still working on it because there's a lot of issues that I want them to fix for us. So I've not submitted the final thing.
I'm just wondering when you were going to send it in, that's all.
Yeah, no, we'll get there, Uncle John. I don't do half a job, so I'll rather take another week or two to do it properly, and then everybody will be happy.
Okay. I would never question you about doing half a job, I'm aware of that.
No, I know you know, but the guys on stream might not know. You understand?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a passenger Escobar.
Totally.
Passenger Escobar. This is in regards to a special meal. Would you please identify yourself to a flight attendant? Passenger Escobar, please.
And he's
101 climb flight level 330.
330 for 1591. Andre, I agree with you. I did more exams on VATSIM than I did IVAO. But I'm seriously thinking of going back to IVAO, especially as I want the guys to get the training and the experience there and the agreements we have in place. And it's just going to be an awesome experience, I think.
Driver 9 Precision Alpha, taxi GA, good day.
Taxi GA, good day.
Good day.
Oh, these Aussies. The Aussies have taken over.
Crikey.
Good day.
It's fun. Yeah, sorry, I find it really funny. Andre, I haven't spoken to Yanni in quite some time, but the last time I heard he was still involved there. I'm not sure if he's still staff, you know, or if he's just, you know, a member, but sure, I haven't spoken to him probably in a year and a half, 2 years, eh?
Nico, can you hear me?
Yes.
I said, have you spoken to Zibo yet about the VOR12 business, about the display?
No.
I'll catch up with you later, guys. System crash.
Ah.
Again? How far did you get this
sorry,
time, John?
London Center VDA services, just master 1413 with you at 360 inbound Quebec.
Advance 1413, under control, hello, route direct Stumble, Sierra Tango Uniform.
Direct Sierra Tango Uniform, one quick.
John, have you the same issue as I had? Because the FS Cloud, I notice it's struggling really hard.
Weather 43, Fox Juliet, we're ready to descend for the flight.
I think there might be some value in that. Something I need to look at.
Yeah, it sounds cool, Andre. I've been waiting for this for months now since I heard they were gonna do this. Awesome, it's here now. My frames here in the UK is just struggling like hell. I keep on getting warnings that my frames drop below 20.
For me also,
I brought down my number of world objects thinking maybe that will help, but it doesn't appear to be so.
I believe it's more a kind of internet related stuff.
Internet shouldn't slow down the sim though. What I see in my mind is that somewhere the algorithm, you know, controlling the amount of vehicles on the road or something underlying, you know, is not switching off properly or something. Because wow.
Yeah, or maybe a memory leak also here in 1141.
Yeah, because they still have not addressed the memory leak that we know is there, which is a problem because one would have thought that it is, you know, a high priority thing, but not one of the patches that came out addressed the memory leak. So I don't know, it's weird. Yes, Steve, you are correct. The voice sounds brilliant, and now we don't need TeamSpeak 2. That's the biggest gain for me. You know, it's gone. We don't need it.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
I'm passing over London right now, and I have 30.
I have 20. Just before London. I've gone down to 12 and 8. It's terrible.
Yes, it's terrible.
97 Kilo Victor, London, pass message. Easy 97 Kilo Victor, Bristol, requesting airfare clearance Faro as file. Easy 97 Kilo Victor, clearance
No, it's
Faro,
done.
Exmo
DENOV alt is done.
Squawk 0017.
Yeah. DENOV alt works. That's what we proved last night.
Departures runway 27, X-Mar 1 X-Ray, say again, squawk code, is 907 Kilo Victor. Is 97 Kilo Victor, squawk code 0017.
No, the testing's done.
Okay.
Squawk 0017, 907 Kilo Victor.
So what comes next?
97 Kilo Victor, correct, QNH 1023.
I don't know.
1023 will call you back for push and start. Easy 907 Kilo Victor.
I thought you knew.
Even if
Zibo tells nobody anything, does he, Nico?
no, it doesn't. And even if I did, I'm not really able to say.
I'm trying to pull it out, you know.
I can hear. I can hear.
Doesn't work.
Oh, it never does, Uncle John.
No, it never works. Trust me, I've tried many times. Doesn't work.
You too? Yeah.
It seems to be your CSLs again, Uncle John. And if it's not the CSL, because I actually, hang on, let me just double check this. It's complaining about your True Earth orthos for the area. That's the thing. See, that's the last line. It's actually the Great Britain orthos from Orbex.
5 also, thank you.
Art controls, yeah, art controls are modified. Okay, do me a favor. Go to your event viewer and applications, and look in your applications. What was the faulting module? Because it could be an external factor as well. Just go to event viewer and check it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned it, I haven't seen my computer for several weeks, so it's time to do it again.
London Control, have a good day. Brigand 005, flight level 350, inbound night, no PV2.
005, Control, good afternoon, continue, flight level 350.
Excuse my ignorance, Nico. Are we talking task manager?
No, no. Go to your magnifying glass and type in event viewer. Yeah, Vaio sounds awesome. Hello, Steel. Well, Betrip, that is a comment we can pass to them. They can quickly fix that, I'm sure. This has literally just been released, so I think there's a lot of work still to be done. I am currently speaking to somebody on... okay, cool. I've just given the suggestion to one of the directors there at Iveo to please add the PTT detection for the joysticks. He says he's now put it on the list. Let's also, the guys asked to tone down the high pitch a little bit, please.
For 9 for your information, you're going to have TCAS traffic 2,000 feet below. He will be converging on your track, but he'll be no factor. Roger, 149.
Yeah. Okay, so I've sent that message as well.
005, traffic information for you will be a Shamrock XP11, 2,000 feet above, he will be no factor. I've got visual and TCAS here, so there's no issues on that one, Shamrock 1 for now. Easy 907, Kilo Victor, stand 1, ready for push and start. Easy 97, Kilo Victor, stand 1, push and start approved, QNH 1023. QNH 1023, pushing and starting, Easy 907, Kilo Victor.
Control minor 53, Papa, Papa 220 inbound Luther.
After 548, Papa, Having Control, hello, EDDK 1 Alpha, arrival, runway 22.
EDDK 1 Alpha for runway 22, Martin 535.
Martin 548, Papa, when ready, descend side level 120.
One ready down to 120, and what's the name going to be? Abbott, ASCII, Casey, or Laurel?
It'll be Abbott.
Abbott, thank you very much. Martin 535.
11591 radar service terminated, policy Unicom 122, decimal 8.
Mr. Nico, I'm just going
Hold on. 1591 switching Unicom 122 decimal 80. Thank you for your service, sir. Good day.
I'm so very sorry.
No worries, you didn't know, so don't let it bother you. Tell me.
I don't have the auto text on for the YouTube stream.
Sure.
That's why I make these kind of mistakes. I'm just going downstairs to grab a coffee.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want some?
Yes, please. Milk and 3 sugars for a little bit of extra energy, please.
Milk and 3 sugars?
Yeah, usually 2, but... Yeah?
I have to ask your wife about 3.
I think Uncle John is more worried about it than she is.
Okay.
Do you know, I love it when you say things like that, because I've been going on and on about it.
But Uncle John, my mug is like 2 or 3 normal cups. I mean, come on, be fair.
No, it's not. Your tea and coffee is like syrup.
Oh, nonsense. Not at that volume.
Well, you have to manage your Rolling Stones, you know.
Yeah. Christer, I've got another philosophy. You know, if you gotta go happy. You know, why do you want to suffer?
I have a quite different philosophy, Mr. Nathan.
I'm sure. Go grab your coffee, man. Go grab the coffee. We'll talk again.
I'll speak to your wife later. Right?
Okay, Christer. Core, you need to, number one, go into your Explain resources, plugin folder, find your IVAO client and zap it, delete it, get rid of it, and then I'll give you the link for the new one quickly. Just give me a second. It will take you to the ordinary download, but you must look for version 1.10 point something. What's it called? 1.10.0b for Bravo. That's the latest version. If you take 1.9, it's obviously the older version, and that's the one still requiring TS2. Well, let me share this with you. Okay, the person I've been speaking to at IVAO says that they're going to evolve this big time, and they are just as excited as we are. So I am absolutely thrilled. I'm really glad this happened. Right, so the way it looks now is we are done with ATC, so I'm actually thrilled that we did get the opportunity to use ATC, because there we're going into the doldrums and there's no ATC going down. There seems to be a tower and a ground at our destination, but there's nothing in between. Hello, Noel. I remember many years ago, a friend of mine, he's been on the channel here with us once or twice. He's a real world pilot as well, and him and I used to fly into Amsterdam. We had a Saturday morning ritual. Every Saturday morning we'd get together, and our favorite route was between Hamburg and Amsterdam on Iveo. And I tell you what, we used to give the guys at Amsterdam a lot of work on Iveo, because we would be on each other's backsides, you know, coming in on those APU pipes at the end, and we would sit here talking in whisper mode on TS2 to each other. Come on, move it, move it, move it, you know, so nobody could hear us. And oh, we had good times on Iveo back in the day, man. Hello, Mick. Yes, Mick, TeamSpeak 2 falls away with the new voice client. It's all over, scud over, gone with the wind.
Hi, look out. Cheers, thanks a lot.
No worries.
Back, gentlemen.
Welcome back.
Coffee and no sugar.
Okay.
No sugar, perfect.
That's the way I like it.
Are you also doing the Depot 1 November arrival?
I think so. Let me just double check. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. That was a very interesting discussion yesterday about the EAN I made a mistake about that, switching the MMR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a nice one.
So finally the small penny went
Dropped.
down.
Yeah.
It dropped, yeah.
Still, currently in our group it's just me. The other guys are on FS Cloud, but we'll talk about the rest later. No, I haven't used it. I know one or two guys who have. They swear by it. I can't really tell you. I don't know. Not from my side. If anybody else knows better, you're welcome to Anson Noel there on the stream. Right, we are 100 nautical miles from top of descent. Let's quickly look at all our data that we need.
My frame rate is dropping again.
Yeah, it comes and goes, comes and goes. Don't do this. EDDK has hung up on me. It's just not responding.
For me too.
Serious?
So I have a restart. I have to restart to update.
No, mine's already updated, but it just stopped responding. My WebFMC still works. Let me grab information here from Active Sky there. Ah, there it seems to be responding now again.
Mine did that earlier and then responded afterwards.
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
Yeah, it's come back online now. Sure does not like me going below 20 there. It's terrible. On the previous version, or was it on R1? I think it was on R1. The guys at X Aviation had to update the clouds to get the frames up. I'm wondering if that's not the same problem we're facing, because they seem to have to update SkyMax Pro every time there's an update. So I haven't seen anything about that, but I'm wondering if that's not part of the problem here, because in R2 or end of R1. The frame rate shot up after that update was happening. Are you using SkyMax at all, Krister?
Negative. Negative, sir.
Alright, well that was just a thought.
I'm going default right now.
Okay.
So I'm still guessing on that memory leak.
Yeah, sounds most plausible. Yeah, we don't brake too hard because we want to park at the end of the runway. Let's just use with the brake one, why not? EDDK is hanging up again. Cannot get it to budge. It's not moving. I'm guessing that Sim Toolkit Pro is part of our problem here because it went shot high up. It was using more resources than X-Plane.
Yeah, that's affirmative because I just closed down SDKP and now my frame rate is rising again.
Okay, I'm going to close it just now as well. I just want all my information and then call it quits on that one. Then Dan will have to fix it, and if this thing will just not jump like that.
I have toolkit on, and it's horribly slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just closed it and now I'm on 30 again in frame rate.
Yeah, look at the frame rate, instantly better. Instantly better. Damn it.
Yeah, that's a pity.
Yeah. I'm starting it again. You immediately saw it dip, look there, just diving. Oh man. Albapina, I don't know. I have no knowledge on that. Absolutely no knowledge on that to share with you. If someone else knows, you're welcome to answer, Albapina. You see, when Sim Toolkit Pro boosts up like that, I get 100% CPU usage, and that's why the FPS drops.
Yes, affirmative. I think I just only used the Navigraph standalone to do my flight planning, and then I'll skip Toolkit Pro altogether.
I'm with you. Well, Dan's gonna have to fix it because I mean, I'm dependent on it really, to be honest, and it's not.
Me too.
Not fun.
All my logging is in Simple Pro.
Yeah, everything.
I think the whole problem in the live map.
Well, I'm not on live map, that's the thing. Even if I'm not in live map, there's no difference in performance between being on live map or not on my system. Just the fact that it's open destroys my frame rate.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just gonna struggle through it. I mean, I need it. I don't want to get rid of it right now. We're just gonna turn a blind eye to the bad frame rates. Sorry guys. Just gonna leave it as is. Let's just use it. I'll send Dan a note a little later on. I'll put a post on the Discord there. But that's definitely the problem.
Anyone heard of Mr. Håkan, Captain Håkan?
He was here today.
Oh, great.
I think he's busy preparing to take the girl out again, so that's why he's not here.
Oh, he met a girl.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. The sexy captain's voice. I like that.
She knows what ILS is?
She will. She will.
Out of interest, Nico, I've just done a test. Frame rates.
Yeah.
I've closed down FS Cloud and SimToolkit Pro, and it made negligible difference to my frame rate, but I'm taking a big hit across this bit. Belgium.
Yeah, well, Belgium is a very poorly optimized area in the simulator by default. It's like your EGCC area there in the UK. But on my one, I could clearly see I lose 10 to 12 to 15 frames just because it's open. You know, it's crazy. It jumps around a bit, but there's a lot of frames I lose just because it's open. And what I've also done is I've moved it to my onboard VGA card screen. So it's not even on my 2070 Super screen. It's completely now separate, and still this thing works because it utilizes so much CPU power. It went into 30%. And the moment it goes above 30, I run almost 100% CPU usage. And that's why the frames just drop. Anyway, guys, just for the interest sake, Iveo's TCAS does work, so awesome. We can see each other then when we fly.
Great.
Got the bogey there at 9 o'clock, just above us. We'll see him.
Do you believe it's time for us in the group to start planning for some Aveo etc?
Well, I've spoken to some of the guys already, and I think it's well, good time enough for us to come and do it.
Yeah. I'm starting to get acquainted by the idea to do this.
Yeah.
But I also understand there was some preparations to do before.
Sorry, I switched the frequency and the guy spoke there. Just say again.
But I also believe there's some preparations for us to do before we get online.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a couple of discussions. We'll do it privately here on Discord, so there's no intimidation or feeling awkward about it. And then once we've done it, we'll get the guys to go online for us, and then we'll go have some fun.
Great.
Echo, are you still in the cockpit or are you pushing?
I'm busy descending now. I'm almost ready to land here at Cologne.
Oh, you've gone fast.
Not really. Let me show you guys something else quickly. In order for you to switch, there's your list. You click on your radio, there's the list of all the possible frequencies. We're going to EDDK tower, so we just click on it. It switches automatically. So nice.
Alles klar, verstanden.
There we've got the Germans coming alive.
Das war nix. Ich melde mich gleich nochmal wieder mit einer anderen Maschine.
Alles klar, halt.
I'm descending. I'm at flight level 250.
Awesome. 265. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Never said this correctly. Right, gents, I just want to make a general statement related to the Zibo quickly. Me and Lupus actually had a chat about it earlier because of something that was mentioned on the forum. If you are using Explain 11.50 and higher, whether it's Vulkan or OpenGL, that's irrelevant. If you're using Explain 11.50 and you are using Navigraph, please make sure that you use the Navigraph specifically designed or redesigned for Explain 11.50, because that fixes this ILS problem. Because if you then set your ILS thing on, you know that whole video I made about the ILS procedure that fixes everything, the new Navigraph actually contains the correct magnetic headings, alright, without having to test against the stuff that is in Explain. So the problem has largely gone away. There might be one or two discrepancies, but for 99% of the time the actual Navigraph slash nav data slash what the Zibo reads is going to be exactly the same as the chart. So the discrepancy where you're 1 or 2 degrees off that we have in Explain 1141 really largely goes away with the new data. So please make sure that if you are using Navigraph and Explain 1151 that you use the appropriate nav data to get rid of this little annoying discrepancy.
Great.
Yeah.
And this new Navigraph update also works for 1141?
No.
Correct?
No. It's made.
Okay.
What will happen is if you have both of your Explains running on the same system, so you've got 41 and 50 on the same system, you're going to let Navigraph the old Explain version install to the old Explain version and the new one to the new Explain version.
Need 2 versions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. You're welcome. Yeah, better. Amazing, man. I'm glad that that happened. How do you install a key for Iveo ATC in X-Plane? You cannot. Currently, it is unfortunate. The client requires you to use your keyboard. So you go into your client. Let me show you. You go to settings. Then you hit the set push to talk key, and then you have to press your keyboard, and that's how you set it. I did ask one of the directors a few minutes ago live on stream here to put it on the list, and he said he did. It's a good idea to make it compatible with joystick, so you can actually read a joystick button, because now I'm sitting with my PTT button on my Alpha yoke, this honeycomb, and I can't use it, so they need to fix that.
Dan, jetzt bin ich wieder.
I hope these.
Hello again, Detlef. Ja, habe ich schon gesehen. Ein Local IFA.
I hope they can speak English.
So ist es. Request for Local IFA.
You're cleared for Atwood 221, Kalimantan here. You're cleared for local IFA via Cola 3 Bravo departure, route and squawk 1256.
Cleared for local IFA via Cola 3 Bravo departure route. The squawk is 12, sag's nochmal bitte.
1256.
Squawk 1256 and information Kilo.
Das ist super.
I'll have to investigate, because this is annoying not to be able to use a push button. Steel, all you need to do is to map it. That's all you need to do. Just map it accordingly, because the data refs are there already. You must just map it. I've never tried it. I don't know. We'll have to look at that. just make sure always and always when you try and work with data refs and the Zibo, make sure that your Zibo is running, because if the Zibo isn't active, the data refs won't show up, the appropriate ones. So always make sure.
3221 request pushback. Pushback approved by
Turning base.
Me too.
A time before you, right?
You will be.
I don't know if you can see me.
No, sir. Yeah, buttons work well. All my buttons are basically allocated as well.
Gentlemen, I'm logging off the FS Cloud because my X-plane is struggling and do not respond sometimes.
Okay.
And there goes my frame rate right up to the moon again.
Oh, Shibit. I didn't check the actual ATIS. This guy is not transmitting ATIS. Not that I can see. There's ATIS, EDDK, tower, arrival 32, right, left. I almost got it right there. I would have had to disconnect. There's the ILS. Cologne tower, this is Ryanair 5191 inbound to the CTR from the south, 20 miles out on the ILS for runway 32 right.
Ryanair 15901, Cologne Tower here, hello, identified. Continue approach runway 32 right.
We'll continue approach for runway 32 right, Ryanair 1591. Oh, I haven't spoken to ATC in such a while.
221, request taxi.
Feels weird.
Ja, Augenblick kurz, da ist gerade ein Ground online gekommen. Ich weiß nicht, ob er sich irgendwie zurückhaben will oder nicht.
Okay, ich warte.
Thank you, all round explain. This is SkyMax Pro, by the way. We're running over here. Right, I might as well go onto the approach mode, and then what we'll do is just back down a little bit.
Transition level.
2EJ 221, so continue on frequency, taxiing to holding point runway 32 right, via Mike and Alpha, hold short runway 24.
Transition level.
Taxiing to holding point runway 32 right, via Mike and Alpha, hold short of runway 24, and I'm able for intersection Alpha 2.
Roger, then expect after crossing runway 24 Alpha, Alpha 2.
Flaps 1 set.
Expect.
Flaps 5 set.
Strange. I'm soon passing 10-mile fire level, and I still doesn't have the ILS.
111.10.
Correct.
Weird.
The ILS doesn't show up on the PFD.
That's weird.
Light slope capture.
Am I able to recycle something?
Yeah, just flick it. Just take it off, put it on standby and flick it back. Let's see.
Okay. So I've done and nothing happens.
Weird. Weird.
Yeah. And I'm too late to put another...
just land visually, you can do it.
I switched over to the ERUKI, and that I got.
El Papino, nothing. It's the audio is now built into the new one. Scroll up a little bit, grab the link I gave you. That's the latest client. Make sure to download one.
591, wind 310, 8 knots, clear to land, runway 32 right.
Clear to land, runway 32 right, Ryanair 1591. Alba Pino, just make sure to download version 1.10.0. Okay, that's the latest one. It does not need anything else. Just download it, get it running.
Flaps 15 set. Flaps 30 set.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Perch altitude set.
Taxi lights on.
Crossing runway 24 approved, continue taxi via Alpha F2 to holding point runway 32 right.
Cross runway 24,
400. 300. approaching minimums. 200.
Flight slow.
Minimums.
Flight slow.
100.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
50.
Flight slow.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Stabilized. Auto brake in use.
Thank you.
5,000 remaining.
60 knots.
Jet 221, line up and wait on runway 325.
Line up and wait, runway 32 right.
Stabilized.
Ryanair 1591, runway vacated.
That's Super Ryanair 1591. We have a Cologne ground event. We have contacted him that he has some problems. Give us a moment, please. And yeah, welcome and Cologne love.
Thank you. I'm standing by, Ryanair 1591, waiting your instruction. Right, so after landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Ryanair 1591, contact Cologne ground 121 decimal 73, and if not possible, so come back to mark frequency.
Thank you so much, appreciate it. 121.70 for ground, otherwise we come back to your frequency. Ryanair 1591. Ground, good day, Ryanair 1591, ready for taxi.
Jet 221, wind 310, 1 knots,
Flaps upset.
sorry, 10 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 32 right.
Clear for takeoff, runway 32 right, Jet 221.
Ryanair 1591, your last call didn't receive me, sorry.
Yeah, I'm down. I had a 5-star rating on the landing.
Awesome.
I'm back.
Ground 1591 requesting taxi to the stand.
Yes, you get instructions by Cologne ground, if possible, 121 decimal 73.
So I'm on 121.73, but I keep on speaking to you. It does not look as if the call is going through.
Then thank you. So he's using a new client, so I give him the feedback. So at young frequency, continue taxi via Alpha 4, Alpha, and choose any Charlie get.
Thank you, sir. We'll continue on Alpha and choose any Charlie stand. Thank you, sir. Ryanair 1591. Well, there's Bravo. I don't see Charlie.
Nico, at the end.
Yeah, as far as I know, that should be Charlie over there, but it's not designated because that's where we usually park, somewhere there.
Ja, genau, young frequency. Wunderbar, das gleich.
Wunderbar. Let's just go there.
The ones directly in front of you, you come up the end of the runway, Nick.
Yeah, I know that's what I've got in mind as well. So.
Also das, du weißt ja schon den neuen Piloten, Klein, gell? TuiJet, das.
Bitrip, he is on the right frequency in the radio and on the client.
Super, Lotsenseite funktioniert nämlich nicht, weil gebraucht hat sich angeschrieben, dass irgendwie, bei ihm klappt gar nicht. Er hat auch den neuen Client und versucht zum Beispiel beim Teamspeak musste er immer einen alten, also einen neuen Teamspeak-Chat erstellen und es hieß, mit dem neuen braucht man es nicht, aber ja, der Weiner hast ja mitgekriegt, der Weiner kommt nicht zu ihm durch.
Ja, ich hatte das ja eben auch probiert und das hat reibungslos funktioniert. Also da braucht man nichts mit Channels oder sonst irgendwas. Du musst nur deinen Voice richtig konfiguriert haben auf deine technischen Geräte und dann hatte es eigentlich funktioniert. Ich konnte sie aber nicht wirklich testen.
Ja, dann danke für die Infos. Dann stimme ich mich noch mit dem Köln Ground ab und bitte ihn im Zweifel hier auf die Frequenz zu kommen, dann können wir uns austauschen.
Bist du und er auf Teamspeak 3, dann gehe ich auch mal immer auf Teamspeak 3.
Ja genau, ganz unten bei EDDK steht drin.
Okay, so what I take from that is that the guy on the ground is still, well, he's on the new system, on the new voice, and the guy on tower is still on TeamSpeak 2, so he's still on the old system. And there seems to be a switching issue between them, because I'm definitely in the aircraft as well as on the client. I'm on the right frequency, but it bounces me back to the TeamSpeak 2 guy, you know, that's on tower, and that's, you know, teething problem, let's call it that. Downhill here, wow. Thank you, Krister. I think this is about where I usually park to see. It was in there, we just moved a little bit further. I'm gonna park here on the left. One more. This is a Delta, so Charlie will probably be behind. Whatever. What am I doing on this line? Beg your pardon, sorry ATC. I'll check up on the charts next time. Right, let's see, that's done. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Albapina, you must just take it one step at a time. Don't overthink it. Do one thing at a time and then it's easy. It's well worthwhile. I mean, this is a very, very nice freeware
Shutdown
airport,
procedure
guys.
completed.
Really, very nice.
Yes, sir. I'm just downloading it right now.
All right. Thank you for your ATC, sir. Ryanair 1591 is on the blocks. Closing flight plan request.
Roger, then, yeah, welcome again. And, yeah, thank you for flying here, and see you next time soon, and to Unicom.
Thank you, sir, and good luck with the new software. I really enjoy it, so good luck to you guys. And we are offline. There we go.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked it.
Very nice. But I have to rethink about my additional software, like the FS Cloud and the SDKP, because it drags me down so much that
Yeah, I
the
know.
X-plane is struggling, and
Yeah.
I'm getting non-response and everything from the X-plane, and
Well,
I don't want that.
exactly. Christer, I'm actually sitting here contemplating whether I shouldn't set up my laptop with SDKP next to me. It still doesn't take away the problem for everybody else that does not have a second computer available to them. You know, I mean, Dan is going to have to fix that. But for me, it's going to make probably a good difference immediately. You know, so.
I did that previously before the updates of SDKP. I had a laptop besides me.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, I believe it's about the plugins for SDKP to connect with the X-plane. I believe the issue is there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Nico, can I
Yeah.
ask you to look in Task Manager and go to
Yeah. I've closed my SDKP, by the way, but what do you want me to check?
Mr. Mac?
He's thinking.
Uh-huh.
He does that.
Engine start procedure completed. TARA mode set. Minimum. Taxi lights on. 80 knots. Throttle hold. Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. TARA mode set. Minimum. Speed brake up.
She is totally
Reverse
confused
unlocked.
now.
Flaps up set. All
I've got
commands and checklists
minus
aborted.
171 on my landing, so I'm happy. And the VA is happy.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Well, at least we did get to do this flight today, and we did it on Iveo. Now we can take it one step further. Guys, if there is a need from your side to want to join Iveo, you want to learn the ATC story, come to Discord. We'll sort you out this side. I think that's going to be the next logical step, and it's much easier teaching you here one-on-one behind the curtains than it is to do it, you know, out in the open and on the stream and stuff. So please join us if you feel like it, and we'll take care of you. For the rest, gents, I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday evening. I am gonna rest. I think it's well deserved right now, so you guys go enjoy yourself as well.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nico. Excellent streaming.
Thank you for flying with Christer. Thanks, man.
And excellent teaching also.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for this.
Talk later, Nico.
Alright, bye guys.
Have a nice day.